Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to venture back a little bit, back to the 80s, when this bike ruled the drag strip. This is a 1972 Kawasaki 750 H-2 that was the #1 bike in the country and the fastest 750 triple on the planet. It belonged to Dave Schultz and has been in my possession since the day Dave sold the machine to me way back in the 80s through Paul Gass, who built and designed the bike. The frame was made by Puppet, and I want to pay a little tribute to Puppet since he passed away last year. But what you're looking at is Dave's bike in its perfect condition, the way it was in 1980, 81, 82, 83, up to 84. Bike was campaigned, I think, for 2 or 3 years. There have been a few versions of it, but this is actually the last version. This is the one that set the world's record, which holds today in its class, in a pro stock class, which means it has a headlight, tail light, all original factory body parts, and it ran 851 and 150 miles an hour. That's the record. And I wanted to let everybody know that it's still there. The bike still exists. It was at the Jacob Javits about 2 years ago, and hopefully maybe this year I may bring it to the track, do a little exhibition runs with it while I'm still building a new project with a few well-known people in the two-stroke world, and hopefully we'll set a new record. I've been involved with two-strokes from the early 70s, going back to the days of Bob Carpenter in Jersey. I lived in Brooklyn and ran many two-strokes in my day. But here you have Dave Schultz's 750. And maybe, if you get lucky, you see it at the track in person. My garage is pretty tight right now. I'm in the middle of a few things, but once I make some room, everything should be fine. The new bike is Paul Gass. There's the old stroker plate. It's not a stroker. They use Yamaha TZ750 rods, a ton with better rods. The airframe that Puppet created. It's a pressurized frame. We run the air shifter through the swing arm. And in the day, this was a tubeless spoke wheel, which wasn't really heard of much or done in drag racing in the early days. And today we have the tall wrinkle wall slick. But I still have the original tire that Dave rode. I'm going to show you that right now. Some old burnt out pistons. And here is the early 18-inch road race slick. Figured I'd take these all back, and that tire was actually ridden by Dave. So it's a little Americana drag racing history, and I'll give you another little view of the bike, and I'll next time I'll show you my XR 750 that was ridden by Roger Reedman, who happens to be the champion road racer, 1971 Harley Davidson, and Evel Knievel's personal mechanic on his bikes. And Evel Knievel happened to be a personal friend of mine, so there you have Dave Schultz's Pro Stocker. Hope everybody enjoyed it. And to the man and the legend, machine is still here with us. Little minor changes, but it is the legendary Widowmaker, Dave Schultz's H-2 750 Pro Stocker. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope to see you at the track this year. Bye.